Hello and a warm welcome to MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. First off, the headlines. The Council of State grants presidential pardon to former Governor of Plateau State Joshua DARIYE, Jolly NYAME, and 2 others. KOGI Governor BELLO vows to strengthen security in the state, calls commercial institutions to install CCTV cameras to sustain a safe business environment. 8 people feared dead in SEOUL amidst heaviest rain in decades. And Commonwealth Games ends. Nigeria occupies 7th on the medals table. BUHARI to host Team Nigeria. Now the news in detail. Former Governor of Plateau State Joshua DARIYE and a former Taraba State Governor Jolly NYAME and 2 others have been released. The Council of States, led by the President Muhammadu Buhari, had on April 14 approved the pardon of the convicts, a decision which generated outcries. When contacted, the FCT spokesperson for the Nigeria Correctional Service, Chukwuedo Humphrey, confirmed their release. NYAME was to serve a 12-year jail sentence for diverting 1.64 billion naira during his tenure as governor of Taraba, while DARIYE was serving imprisonment for 1.126 billion naira fraud. Reports also gathered that 3 other inmates from Suleja Custodial Center in Niger State were released. They were granted pardon based on ill health, age, and good conduct and industry while in the Custodial Center. KOGI State Governor BELLO has admonished commercial institutions to commit to the fight against insecurity as part of their contributions to a safe and secure host society. The governor made this call while receiving the Committee of Bankers in KOGI State at the Government House in Lokoja. The governor disclosed to the Bankers Forum the situation of rising insecurity in the country and the need to collaborate and synergize to fight the menace, adding that although KOGI State has experienced peace, its government would remain vigilant. He said that insecurity had in recent times taken a new dimension in the country, hence they must take a step ahead of the criminals and stamp out the menace. Governor BELLO urged them and other commercial centers in the state to fix high-tech CCTV cameras around their branches, which would not just cover the banking premises but the neighborhood as much as possible. He also urged that the CCTV should be manned during working hours. The spokesperson of the forum, Asaneto Sunday, an assistant director at the Central Bank, commended the governor in his fight against insecurity in the state, noting that the commercial institutions in the state would work to contribute to the fight against insecurity in the state. Recall that before the coming of the New Direction government, KOGI State, including the capital Lokoja, witnessed incessant bank robberies, which nearly submerged the operations of financial institutions in the state, as nearly 15 bank robberies were recorded in the space of months between 2014 and 2015. The administration, however, made efforts to rid the state of such occurrences, which in the last 6 years has since yielded great results. KOGI State Government has inaugurated NG Cares for Women Program Committee, chaired by the Commissioner for Finance, Asewaju Ashiru Idris, to expand access to livelihood support and food security services and grants for poor and vulnerable households and firms. The committee is chaired by the Secretary to the State Government, Folashade Ayoade. She charged them to deliver on the mandate of providing enabling environment for women to benefit. Our reporter has more.
KOGI State Government, in her quest to reduce poverty among the people, has inaugurated the NG Care Program Committee to ensure women, vulnerable and less privileged, are supported and cared for with financial succor to start up small, medium trades and agricultural businesses. The Secretary to the State Government during the inauguration in the banquet hall of the Government House, Lokoja, charged them with their roles.
One of the assignments you have to do is to improve access to finance, help to improve access of finance to women, to improve livelihood. And you have to support the operationalization of women affinity groups. We have a lot of women affinity groups. You have to support their operationalization for delivery of developmental activities. You are also to ensure that each sector or ministry has clearly identified priorities or actions with respect to state commitments on women economic empowerment. And I want to emphasize on that too. You have to make sure that all your activities are to center on women economic empowerment, and you have to ensure that adequate attention is given in developing frameworks and budgets when it has to do with women.
The chairman of the committee, Commissioner for Finance, Budget and Economic Planning, Asiwaju Asiru Idris, promised adequate delivery of their responsible duties.
We take this opportunity to thank the government for finding us worthy to drive this project in the state, and by the grace of God, we are going to put in all our effort to ensure that the women in Kogi State are empowered. The women in Kogi State are shown ways to get finance and also work towards getting grant for economic empowerment. On behalf of my committee, we are grateful and we hereby accept wholeheartedly to work for the betterment of the women.
Commissioners for Health, Environment, Water and Agriculture are among the committee. Khadijat Mohammed, reporting for MLC TV.
Students of the KOGI State College of Education Technical Kaba have added to the body of technology by building a keke napep known as Keke Technica that could perform dual functions of conveying passengers and cargo. The provost of the college, Dr. Olushola Jagboro, while taking the commissioner and information officers of the State Ministry of Information and Communication around the college technology lab, said the Keke Technica is an innovation that is capable of halting the importation of keke napep from Asia, saying the college has all it takes to drive the technological advancement of the nation. The governor has given the school great support to generate innovative ideas to move the nation forward. That the coming of Governor Yahaya Bello is a blessing to the college. That before his emergence as governor, the place was a fortress. But today, people can see the structure they have and the giant strides they are recording in terms of building technological capacity. The provost said the state-of-the-art Rashida Bello CBT Center built by the governor was adjudged as the best in the North Central by the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, commending the state government for doing the school proud with the construction and equipping of such magnificent CBT center. She, however, appealed to the state government to help fix the Oguya River Bridge to allow access to the permanent site of the institution. The Commissioner for Information and Communication, Kingsley Fanwo, said the visit is aimed at showcasing the giant strides of the Yahaya Bello administration to the world. Fanwo said the Keke Technica is an innovation that the world must see. As an administration, they won't allow the idea die without eating the roads. The administration believes in homegrown technology. He added that he has also seen what needed to be done to make the institution better. He said he has taken all the areas and will report same to the government. The Oyo State government kick-started Operation Zero Potholes initiative as the State Road Maintenance Agency has begun rehabilitation of roads and distilling of drainages across Ibadan metropolis and its environs. The chairman of Oyo State Road Maintenance Agency, Ogunlade Bosoye Soladoye, who visited road earmarked for rehabilitation, revealed this in Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State. He said that the agency will live up to its mandate to maintain and rehabilitate roads in Oyo State, as this will go a long way to ease movement of traffic and create better environment for the populace. He also stressed that Governor Seyi Makinde-led administration will give no room to potholes and deplorable roads in the state, as this is shown through various laudable massive road constructions and rehabilitation, which has turned Oyo State to an investor's hub. He implored the residents to desist from the act of dumping refuse on waterways, as the agency has started clearing drainages across the state. Ogunlade Bosoye also promised that the agency will live up to its mandate. Among the road earmarked for rehabilitation are aspartic rehabilitation of Molete Fire Challenge Road, Cross Covert at Genesis Hotel, also the rehabilitation and distilling of Makola Dugbe and the Femi Johnson Junction along Okeado, among others. The National Executive Council of Colleges of Education Academic Staff Union is scheduled to meet on Wednesday to decide whether to extend its ongoing strike or suspend the industrial action. COESU embarked on strike following the failure of the government to meet some lingering demands of the union. The union had lamented the failure of the government to embrace the union's preference for the University Transparency Accountability System and the failure of state governments to address issues peculiar to state-owned colleges of education. Speaking in an interview with newsmen, the union's Secretary General, Dr. Ahmed Lawa, noted that the union had met with the renegotiation team from the government and that it will hold its next meeting to decide on the way forward. Lawa said they started meeting with the government's team on August 2nd, that there were some agreements made and there are some other demands that they are still hoping will be met. The Minister of Education, Adamu, could not be immediately reached for comments on the measures to end the strike. If you're just joining us, it's MLC TV News Hour. We'll be right back after the short break. Stay with us.
Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. The Yoruba General Assembly President General Jagomolu Oluwatosin Tomori has called the President of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, to, as a matter of urgency, put a stop to incessant killings across the country. Tomori made the call during the second historical Yoruba Race World Conference Award and Investiture 2022 in Abuja. He also called on all leaders to do the needful, that if Nigeria is peaceful, the people will prosper and live happily amongst themselves. The event also had the Yoruba Kingdom Legendary Golden Award of Excellence bestowed on some outstanding personalities. Our reporter has more.
The Yoruba General Assembly is a duly registered distinguished gathering of Yoruba people in Nigeria and in the diaspora who are highly determined to the repositioning of Yoruba race globally, with its headquarters in the Nigerian nation's capital, Abuja. Through its aims and objectives, the President General, Jagomolu Oluwatosin Tomori Willoughby, established the Yoruba General Assembly having 16,063,000 honorable members to champion the cause of unity and love among them. At the second historic Yoruba Race World Conference, Award and Investiture 2022, held on the 30th of July 2022 in Abuja, the event attracted dignitaries from within and outside Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, with the display of cultural attires and dance.
Àgbájọwọ́ la fi ń sọ̀yà, àjèjì ọwọ́ kan ò gbẹ́rù lórí òun. Tẹ́ ẹ bá fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ara yín, oró olórí ò ní jẹsẹ́ yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ara yín, àwọn tí ò tó yín wọn ò ní kó yín lẹ́rù. Ẹ fi mọ̀ ṣọ̀kan, ẹ mọ́ ṣọ̀tẹ̀.
The President General, who is also the convener, Jagomolu Oluwatosin Tomori, used the occasion to call on the President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, to double his efforts to curtail the spread of incessant killing across the nation.
He is the commander of the armed forces, and he has the capacity. He is backed by the law of this Federal Republic of Nigeria to do what is needful now before he leaves come 2023. The killing has to stop. The kidnapping has to stop. Nigerians are living in fears now, and of course, I must confess that Nigerians cannot actually sleep with all their two eyes closed. Please, President Muhammadu Buhari, as the President General Yoruba General Assembly, I'm calling you to please do the needful so that Nigerians can live in peace. So that today, Nigeria, tomorrow Nigeria will be better for it. There must be a stop to it. Enough is enough. This is my client call. Let the President Muhammadu Buhari, let him do the needful.
The Yoruba Kingdom Legendary Gold Award of Excellence was bestowed on some sons and daughters of the Yoruba Kingdom who have, through their journey in life, touched lives positively and has continued to live exemplary life to inspire the young ones. Among the awardees are Dr. Ibrahim Bello Dawuda, President, Platinum Vault Group and Presidential Aspirant, Ambassador Oladele Johnny, Vice President, Pan-Africa Youth, PYU West Africa, Mr. Jide Ojo and Mr. Ainde Shoaga, veteran broadcasters, His Royal Majesty Olusegun Sefiu Salau, Oba of Yoruba FCT, Abuja, and Chairman, Council of Yoruba Obas and Chiefs, FCT Abuja, and some other notable Yoruba leaders. The induction of Biliamin Adetokunbo More Yusuf, the CEO, BAM TV Africa, UK, as the Governor General of Yoruba General Assembly in the United Kingdom, was celebrated. Joshua Adenoy, reporting for MLC TV, Abuja.
The KOGI Council of Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, has charged politicians in the state to emulate the kind gesture of the representative of Yagba East-West Mopamoro at the Federal House of Representatives, Leke Abejide, in fulfilling promises made to the body of media in the state. The chairman of the council, Adeza Momo Jimo, gave the charge when he received a 20 kVA Meccano generator set delivered to him at the secretariat of the NUJ. Momo Jimo described the House of Representative member as an exceptional politician who promises and fulfills it.
We know that in this climate, when people make promise, fulfilling those promises is another aspect that they find difficult to do. This is a man who was just passing by, and in fact he came for his party activity in Lokoja, and he had a stopover here and knew that we have power problem. On his own, we didn't write to him. He said, no, I'm going to assist you. And today, the equipment is here. For somebody like this, I think he has taken governance, good governance, to another level. Majority of our members in the House of Senate, and the Senate, House of Reps, Assembly, they made promises. How many of them have fulfilled those promises today? They should go and study Leke Abejide.
Adeza said what he has done is exceptional. It is not every politician that will promise and fulfill it, but in his case, all the promises he made, even to the people of his constituency, he has graciously fulfilled. He assured the donor that the generator will be judiciously utilized to serve the purpose it was meant for. The representative who donated the generator set on behalf of the House of Representative members said it pleases his boss to always provide solutions to challenges when they arise and is within his reach.
The point is very clear. An uninformed individual can only look down on the sources of information. Therefore, as an educated person who is well informed, well traveled, he knows the role that the journalists are supposed to play. And that is why he partners with them. Not because we needed any publicity. No. Well, the difference is that when Honorable Leke Abejide makes a promise, it is a bound on him as a religious man. He has always been fulfilling all his promises. You can cross-check from his constituency. So that is the difference.
And now on politics. As Nigerians look forward to electing the next president after the expiration of the second tenure of President Muhammadu Buhari, the Olamaboro House of Representatives Labour Party candidate Peter Ame has described the party as the only party with credible candidates to beat in the next presidential and other general elections. He said their members are physically present and condemned the insinuation that they only have their presence on social media. They called on young men and women to shun those who will only want them to be their talks. Our reporter has more.
The Labour Party has commended the Independent Electoral Commission, INEC, for the recent structure they put on the ground during the Osun State governorship election. They also urged INEC to put the necessary machinery in addition to helping reduce vote buying. The party Olamaboro House of Representative candidate for the 2023 election, Peter Ame, disclosed it during a stakeholders meeting held in Lokoja. said the Labour Party is the only party that could deliver the kind of democracy the people need.
Labour Party is financially and mental and strong enough to save this country, and we have enough structure to do that.
When asked about their membership strength and if they are only strong on social media, Ahmed condemned the insinuation they have of the Labour Party, saying it is a party with the best physical structures.
That Labour Party is on ground, Labour Party has its members, Labour Party has its structure. And the only structure that is not a political party must be acknowledged by INEC, and INEC is the only authentic political organization that can say a party has no structure.
The party national chairman, represented by his deputy, Ladi Iliya, and the state party chairman, Ahmed Suleiman, called on youths to prepare their PVC to cause the changes they want and advise them not to fall victim to selling their votes.
There are so many young people here. You are the target of political thuggery. They give you money and ask you to go and kill, but their children are never there. Their children are never there. Most of them, their children are abroad. They are not in Nigeria, especially now that the politics is hitting. They are not here. And if they want to take decision, the way you see us sitting on this high table, they will divide you, but here we will be united. We will eat your money together. We will take decision on you together. Whatever we want to do to you, we will do it together. That is the capitalist orientation. They make sure that you are never united. But we have woken up from our slumber. We are beginning to realize that until and unless we are united, we will never get it right. Our children will continue to remain at home. Our roads will continue to remain bad. Our educational system will be as it is now. And it is left to us, particularly the youth, it is left to us to stand up and say, look, we have decided to choose a leader. And that leader, we believe, is going to bring peace in Nigeria. That our children will be in school. That we can go to the market with our small money and buy what is needed. And that the balancing of the naira and dollars and other foreign currencies will take place and things will be better. I have hope for this country, but we can only do it when we are united.
We are happy that we have the best presidential candidate with numerous records of achievement in both his public life and private life, and we are leaving no stone unturned in order to achieve our aim of making him the next democratically elected president of our dear country, Nigeria.
Ladi said the Labour Party does not breed thugs and will not support any acts of thuggery.
We will remain united. We will not allow ourselves to be used by politicians that will give us gun and drugs. We will stand. Anybody who wants you to come and do thuggery, let him bring his children. Anybody, let him bring his children. If he's giving drugs, let the drugs be given to his children. I grew up in the barracks. I have never known what drugs are. I have never. What we are seeing today is frightening. People are seeing it as a joke. Most of our politicians, I'm not saying all, most of them have ended up destroying our children. They have ended up destroying well-talented and brilliant youth. Youths that would have been leaders of tomorrow, they have destroyed it. So I plead with you, don't allow yourself to be part of it. Be a peer builder. Once you see a group of youths doing anything that is not right, it's not to fight, because these things have gone beyond that, it's to advise.
Other executive members also commented on the state party's preparedness to ensure victory in the coming election.
Where are the industries today? The only savior we have is that we must unite ourselves and make sure we carry the struggles both day and night to the doorsteps of the capitalists.
Peter Obi joined the Labour Party not because he was desperately looking for a political party to join, but he joined the Labour Party because of the way the gentleman is managing the affairs of the Labour Party.
Labour Party has its presidential candidate as Peter Obi, and just as the APC and PDP are joined to be the most popular parties in Nigeria, the Labour Party has also claimed to be the best and most popular party among the youths. Rihanna DARIYE reporting for MLC TV.
And now on foreign. At least 8 people have died and 14 others have been injured as flooding caused by torrential rain hit parts of South Korea's capital, Seoul. Heavy downpours on Monday night submerged roads, flooded metro stations and caused blackouts across the city and neighboring provinces. Images showed flood water gushing down the steps of metro staircases, parked cars submerged up to their windows, and people making their ways across streets in knee-high water. Local reports say 3 victims, 2 sisters in their 40s and a 13-year-old girl, were living in a semi-basement apartment known as Banjia. Rescue officials say they were unable to access the apartment as floodwaters has risen to waist-high level on the streets. The other victims include a person who was electrocuted, 1 person was found under the wreckage of a bus stop, and another died in a landslide. At least 14 were injured and 6 others reported missing. At least 163 people in Seoul have been made homeless and have taken shelter in schools and public facilities, according to Yonhap. The downpour also affected public transportation as flooded railroads forced suspension of railway services in Seoul and Incheon. South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol ordered government officials to evacuate residents from high-risk areas and urged businesses to grant employees flexible commuting hours on Tuesday morning. Over to Jonah Malik for our sports update.
And on sports updates, Minister of Youth and Sports Development Sunday DARIYE has assured members of the historic Team Nigeria contingent to the 2022 Commonwealth Games of a presidential reception. The 11-day Commonwealth Games in Birmingham ended on Monday with World and Commonwealth gold medalist Toby Amoson, Team Nigeria flag bearer, at the closing ceremony. Team Nigeria achieved their best performance ever in Birmingham since it started taking part in the Commonwealth Games in 1950, winning 12 gold, 9 silver and 14 bronze medals, a total of 35 medals, and see them sit 7th on the medals table. Speaking with the athletes on Monday, DARIYE praised the team for bringing the country into global focus for positive reasons. That's what he said. "I followed every moment of your competition. I was in Birmingham from the beginning till I had to leave for another official assignment. So many Nigerians followed you too. We are all proud of what you achieved for Nigeria and yourself." Meanwhile, the Group Chief Executive Officer of Owando PLC, Wale Tinubu, announced that his company would give cash reward to all Team Nigeria medalists at the 2022 Commonwealth Games. Tinubu said his company will match up whatever cash reward was already in place for the athletes by the Sports Ministry. And that's sports update on MLC TV News Hour. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thanks for the updates, Jonah. And in our entertainment news, Nigerian Afrobeat superstar Kiss Daniel has found himself on the wrong side of the law after he failed to turn up for a show in Tanzania. Fans in Tanzania gathered on Sunday, 7th August 2022 to watch Kiss Daniel perform in a sold-out show. On Monday, 8th August 2022, a video surfaced online of angry fans throwing objects at a deserted stage because Kiss Daniel had apparently failed to turn up for an event. The fans threw cans of drinks and other objects on the floor and the stage as the event came to a premature end over the absence of the Nigerian artist. According to some reports on Twitter, Kiss Daniel failed to appear at the show because his luggage was yet to arrive in Tanzania from Uganda and he refused to wear the clothes offered to him in Tanzania. Kiss Daniel was arrested in the afternoon on Monday, 8 August 2022 as videos of him being escorted into a waiting van by armed policemen flooded social media. Stephen Uwa, the promoter behind the botched Tanzania show which Kiss Daniel was supposed to appear on, has revealed that Kiss Daniel refused to perform because he didn't have his clothes. Kiss Daniel refused to honor the contract after he claimed his luggage were yet to arrive from Uganda, where he performed the day before. According to Stephen, Kiss Daniel refused to show up because he didn't. According to Stephen, Kiss Daniel refused to show up because he didn't have his chains and clothes. Stephen revealed that in an effort to remedy the situation, he brought Tanzanian superstar Harmonize and some stylists to try and sort out Kiss Daniel's wardrobe, but the Nigerian superstar refused to perform. According to Stephen Uwa, the show cost him $300,000, with reputable brands like Pepsi and Mattel sponsoring the show. A table also sold for as high as $10,000. Stephen revealed that Kiss Daniel's actions had set him at a loss and greatly damaged his reputation. However, news on social media in the early hours of Tuesday, 9 August 2022, reported that the Bulgar crooner had been released from police custody about 10 hours after being arrested. It's unclear if Kiss Daniel was released on bail or if the case has been closed. Kiss Daniel has been having a wonderful 2020 with his hit single Bulgar enjoying massive international success, which has seen him tour the UK and US. Kiss Daniel will be hoping to put this event behind him and get back to work. And that's the size of our package today. Join us tomorrow at the same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachi TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV. Instagram, MLC TV 2021. Twitter at MLC TV 1. For your events coverage, information, contribution, advert and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. It's Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together.